How was that? How was that, Gary? Did that meet your exacting specifications? Okay, so Gary, once again, so we have the one mass object approaching in that direction at, let's say, 3/3 velocity. That will hit the two mass via a spring, and that will go at 2/3 that velocity in the same direction. And the one mass will then go backwards at 1/3 of that velocity. You see how I've made those arrows? Approximately 3/3, 2/3, and 1/3. Yes? So the arrows are a little picture you can understand the velocities that they're supposed to be going. Now, these are all predictions made by Walter Lewin, demonstrated on his professional air track. Now, this is the starting position of the one mass as it approached the two mass, and that's how far it went after 4 frames. It went 3 inches after 4 frames. Have a close look. Get your magnifying glass, blow up the picture, do whatever you need to do. Ask a friend who's got better eyesight than you. Do whatever you need to do to make sure that you fully understand that between those two green arrows is 3 inches. That's how far that one mass object travelled in the space of 4 frames. Now, the next thing is, so that's 3 inches in 4 frames. There you go. And that corresponds to the one mass object. Now this arrow, this is where we start measuring the two mass moving after being hit by the one mass object. And this is how far it goes in 4 frames. Again, have a close look. Make sure you fully comprehend, Gary, that that is 2 inches. And make sure that you fully comprehend that 2 inches is 2/3 of 3 inches. I'm sure you must be with this so far. Okay, so that corresponds to what I've written up there, circled in blue. And finally, now here, that big pink arrow, I've made it big and pink to make sure you can absolutely see it with all the other clutter on this image now. That big pink arrow is pointing to the starting point of the one mass as it deflects away. So we're now going to measure how fast that goes over 4 frames. And hey presto, that's how far it went after 4 frames. It went 1 inch. 1 inch backwards in 4 frames. Now, I'm sure that even you can comprehend, Gary, that that is in exact accordance with what Walter Lewin showed us. The argument is settled.